Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime the new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. This read is going to be for Leo. Leo, I'm seeing that the ego within the spirit of true self is seeking security in the style and way in which you do things. I'm also seeing that the spirit of true self has been trying to send you some messages. First, I'm seeing the moon energy. With the moon energy, spirit is saying that Lady Moon gives you the keys to mystery, the other feminine power. Then I'm seeing self-knowledge. With self-knowledge, I'm seeing that spirit is sending you a message saying to dive into your depths where your truth resides. Then I'm also seeing mystery, where spirit is saying to open yourself up to the unseen as a direction will be revealed. So I'm seeing that someone is going on a journey within themselves to figure out the truth about who they really are. And I'm seeing that the moon is also helping you figure that out with your divine power. You may be a divine feminine, or the moon energy may be balancing out your divine feminine and masculine energy. Take it as it resonates, okay? I'm also seeing that gossip is strongly involved with the way that things have been happening during the cycle of the read. Maybe the way that you handled things. Maybe you were gossiping, or maybe someone was gossiping about you, okay? I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self some lessons in regard to the northern wind, the western wind, and the eastern wind. With the northern wind, I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about partnership in regard to your community and how television is playing a role in that. I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about perception in regard to self-care, having a sense of wholeness, and feeling like you're living your life on the edge. So I was seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about process with self-care and wholeness and feeling like you're living your life on the edge. And then I'll speak a little bit more on that, because then I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self is teaching you a lesson, or was teaching you a lesson during the cycle of the read with the eastern wind about the perception of dark alleys. So like I said, with the spirit of true self sending you certain messages, these messages are something that I'm seeing that you were going through, like I said, during the cycle of the read, involving maybe things that you didn't want to do, or things that you were trying to avoid, or like lessons that you had learned from with the dark alleys energy and the perception of that. And I'm also seeing how with the western wind, you went through a process of, with this spiritual energy, going within and discovering things about yourself. Like I said, the gender is not specific. You could be a male or a female. Nonetheless, the overall message that I'm getting is that there was some gossiping going on. Could have been from you, could have been from external people. Regardless, I'm just seeing how there were some circumstances or situations that you got a perception and you learned from it, and it caused you to go within and center yourself within the knowledge of your true self, so that you can have a sense of wholeness and not be living your life on an edge, right? And I'm also seeing how that's been influenced by maybe things that you saw on TV. So this could have had to do with like stuff that was going on in the news, with the television, or like I said, it just could have been something that you saw on TV, you learned from it, you have a perception about it, like things that you just don't want to be involved in, things that you don't want to do. Like I said, maybe there was some gossiping, some talking about things that were going on TV or the news. Like I said, I'm seeing that come through as well. And then I'm just seeing that, you know, someone, maybe you, are just like observing those things that you're seeing externally, maybe on TV or on the news, and you're going within and reflecting and choosing a pathway that's in alignment with your growth. Okay, so let's talk about how things have gone full circle with you by the way of your interactions. So I'm seeing that there was some seduction, attraction, dating someone, something like that was going on. Then I'm also seeing that there was some type of separation that may have happened. Maybe there was some bitterness involved in the dynamic of the relationship. Maybe you were missing someone, someone is missing you. Maybe this is the point in time where there was like some gossiping going on because of the separation. Then I'm seeing that maybe there was a realization that either you weren't being strung along or the other person wasn't trying to string you along. With that key on the ring energy in reverse, someone is not treating you like you are an option. They're treating you like you are a priority. Okay? And that's just what I'm seeing. So like I said, there may have been like an attraction in the beginning, then some separation, then maybe some gossiping may have happened. And then there's a realization. I'm seeing that there was some type of realization, especially with that mystery energy, that self-knowledge energy, like going within and recognizing that someone is not treating you like an option, or you're not treating someone else like an option, like you're being prioritized, right? So then what brought things full circle is the fact that there is abundance related to the way that everything has transpired. That abundance brought about a positive mindset, manifestive energy, gratitude, bliss, and blessings, okay? So the overall emotions and specific messages that are associated with things that have happened during the cycle of the read is that someone is moving on and letting go. Maybe letting go of gossiping, maybe letting go of making bad decisions with the dark alleys energy. Someone is, or this could be you, or this could be someone else, so take it as it resonates. I am just seeing that someone is moving on and letting go of like treating you like an option, okay? Then I'm seeing perplexed in reverse, where someone wants, there's more of that like certainty and assurance, like someone wants you to be certain and to feel sure, or you're in an energy of wanting to be certain and feel sure about the decisions that you're making. I'm also seeing for you to feel calm, for you not to be afraid. Someone is thinking about you, or you're thinking about someone else, for you to feel joyous. I'm seeing that opportunities are coming. And I'm also seeing like for you not to be enraged. So I'm also seeing that like maybe during the cycle of the read, there may have been some challenges, right? And maybe one of those challenges that caused someone to gossip or to speak out of turn, whether if it was you or the other person, had to do with rage, okay? Though what I am seeing is that you went within, you addressed those concerns within yourself, and you're on a pathway to healing as opportunities are coming. And the thing about addressing the emotions that you may have felt during the cycle of the read and things that you may feel in the future is that emotions are just a normal part of our human function. And if you did feel enraged about a certain situation, it is so mature that you were able to go on the journey within the spirit of true self, that you have permission to be able to reflect and be in a healing energy so that you can experience genuine joy. And like I said, with that separation that may have happened in the past, it was definitely to put you in an awareness that you are being prioritized, okay? You are good enough and you are loved. And I'm just seeing that maybe the things that have happened during the cycle of the read were possibly because you were actually feeling afraid. You maybe felt uncertain. Maybe you had some challenges keeping calm. However, being able to move on and let go from the emotions or the attachments to rage is a major step in healing, and it gives you the platform and the space and the time to have a dialogue rooted in a safe space between people that you love and that you care about, so that things can get resolved and you open up pathways for abundance to come to you. So congratulations, Leo. Let's get into your read. If you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time. Time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that have been offered to me is the Star energy as well as the Three of Swords energy. So this is like a wish come true about pretty much being able to heal from some type of heartbreak. So thank you. Then it's like received as like a glorious type of energy, a very intelligent type of energy, and non-violent. So I'm just seeing that it's been received as like graceful healing energy, and you know, a wish come true. So the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is a Three of Pentacles, where you are being skillful and diligently working towards some type of progress. And I'm also seeing that you were in the Hangman energy. So with the Hangman energy and the Three of Pentacles energy, I'm seeing that someone is working on letting go of what was keeping them stuck or bound or feeling lost in the world, right? And with that spiritual energy where mystery and self-knowledge and the moon are all coming together, the universe is truly conspiring to work things out in your favor for your most high good. And I'm also seeing that you're recognizing and you're noticing that it also takes work from you as well. So with that Three of Pentacles energy, I am seeing that you are doing the work. You are being received in this energy during the cycle of the read as very silly, very funny, delightful, like you're being well received. And you're also being received as like hardworking. So the work and the effort that you're putting towards doing better, being better, achieving or accomplishing your overall goals, or feeling more certain, maybe even controlling your temper if that's the thing for you, take it as it resonates. People are noticing, right? So the whole gossip thing and television and dark alleys and wholeness and prioritizing the process of self-care, it's a process. So I'm just seeing that you're learning that process, you're learning yourself, and it's not for nothing. So during the cycle of the read, the first card that I'm seeing is this High Priestess energy. This could be you, or this could be someone that you encountered. Someone that does not just do things out of their logical mind. This is someone that is spiritually in tune. And if this is you, you're being received in that energy is like very inspirational. Now, let's address the fact that we all exist in duality. And what applies to you or doesn't apply to you, take it as it resonates, right? So if this is not you that's in this High Priestess energy, it doesn't mean that there's not another Leo out there that was in this High Priestess energy that is essentially balancing this out for your whole cosmic design within the universe, right? And I think that that's a super special part to highlight about this read. because you're being received as inspirational, regardless of this was specifically you in this energy at this point in time during the cycle of the read, or if this was someone else within your life that was reflecting that kind of high priestess energy into your zodiac sign, you know, for you to be the one that carries that energy and then reflects it in another time and space, right? Because that's how energy is. It's never created or destroyed. It's just transferred. So take it as it resonates. This high priestess energy was someone that was very inspirational to you. Your interactions with them weren't painful, or others' interactions with you in this high priestess energy was not painful. It wasn't like repulsive or like super irritating or frustrating or intimidating. And this high priestess energy is not someone that's coming across as like lazy, like they're a hard worker, they're being diligent in being grounded in knowing their spirit of true self. Like I said, during the cycle of the read, you are being seen as someone that is delightful and hardworking and very diligent and very skillful, like you're going within. So this very much so could be you, or this could be like the summary of the culmination of how things have happened, right? So then I'm seeing the Four of Swords energy. And with that Four of Swords energy is showing me that you were doing the work and then it was a need for you to rest, okay? With that rest, I'm seeing that the work that was being done with the high priestess energy was also carried into the spiritual realm when you were resting, because it was being received as like very influential. So I'm just seeing someone that's put in the time, put in the effort to figure things out for themselves, to be able to heal from whatever was making them feel uncertain or perplexed or afraid, or maybe even enraged by the experiences that they were having, maybe in personal relationships or with others. Like I said, there was that gossip energy. And then recognizing and acknowledging that as you are doing the work, you also need to rest and relax, right? So I'm seeing that with the Four of Swords energy, all of your hard work has paid off. So in this Four of Swords energy, you're being received as like not irritated, not harmful, not like chaotic or radical, not dysfunctional, though very influential how you are establishing and working on that work-life balance, okay? And sometimes you need to rest to help you make a better decision, right? So with that separation energy, that could have been a time where you rested, where you reflected, where, you know, you did the inner work. And then with the Four of Swords energy, you know, during your resting state, there's a key on the ring in reverse energy that's saying like you're not being strung along, you're someone that's being prioritized, you're someone that, you know, people care about. And whether if that's you that's doing that prioritizing of others or certain things, maybe even yourself, you're not being strung along. You're not being treated like you're an option. You're being treated like you're a priority, or you're treating others like they're a priority, or you're treating yourself like you're a priority. Regardless, it's putting you on the pathway to abundance, right? So one of the things about this read is, like I said, I do my reads based on time. However, some cards are just like, this has to be said, okay? So during the transition of things that were happening during the cycle of the read and what will happen in the future, is that you're being received in like a very lovable, charming, and delightful energy during your transition. Or during the time where things are changing. So I'm just seeing like someone being graceful with themselves, no matter how hard they may have been on themselves or others, or critical with the gossiping energy, right? If that was other people gossiping about you, or if it was you gossiping about other people, I'm just seeing that during the time of change, there was an energy where you became passionate about something with this Ace of Cups energy, right? So even as you were doing the work and you were going within and you were letting go of the rage and you were understanding your emotions better, right? There was also the devil energy in reverse, where I'm just seeing there may have been like some submission to a higher power because of the swords energy being superseded by the high priestess energy. So it's, like I said, just showing me someone that's doing the spiritual work, making sure that they take the time to rest, and then in that transition and transformation, like you're vulnerable, so you have to be graceful with yourself. So I'm seeing that this may be the energy that you're probably in now, since it was so necessary for us to acknowledge that, right? That you are in this Ace of Cups energy now, where you may have a passion for something, or you may have a new love connection in your life right now, and you are being received, or this could represent new life. Take it as it resonates. It is being received as like you're being received as very lovable and charming during this time, okay? So let's talk about your future, especially as opportunities are coming, right? And bringing things full circle. This is the healing and the work that you've done is bringing in abundance, right? So we have some angel cards, which I will discuss. And the only card for your future, as far as I can see, is the Seven of Rods upright. So with the Seven of Rods, you can see what's going on, right? That you may have to stand strong in the face of adversity, right? Though you will be received in this energy as loyal and patriotic and public spirited. So there may be some activism behind the way that you are protecting and defending yourself, right? Whether if it's spiritually, politically, take it as it resonates, emotionally, setting boundaries, whatever it is that may come up against you as a challenge. I'm seeing that it will have to do with some type of adversity that has been counted against you. Could be the color of your skin, could be your gender, could be your race. Could be your age, could be your social class, honestly, could be anything, right? Though I am seeing that you are standing strong in the face of adversity as a magical defender. Like, your ability to be able to loyally protect yourself and others because of what it is that you've gone through, or what it is that you look like, or whatever it is that may make people uncomfortable about how it is that you show up. I'm just seeing that you will stand strong in the face of adversity, okay? And it won't leave you sorrowful, and you won't have to be loud and boisterous about it. I'm just seeing that you'll be very skillful and tactful in how it is that you're able to overcome whatever challenges that come your way, because there is an energy and an awareness of the fact that opportunities are also coming. And this is even if you're overcoming battles or challenges from within, right? Because if you were battling rage, right, one of those things could have been like that you used to get loud and argue and be boisterous, and you know what I mean? And so even if this is you taming yourself, right, I'm just seeing that you'll be able to overcome those challenges, and you'll be able to do it without losing your soul and your sense of self. You'll be able to move on and let go. You'll be able to still find joy in the world. You'll be able to remain calm in circumstances and situations that you understand are outside of your control. And as far as the angel cards for whenever these challenges may come your way. The first card says that meditation brings answers. So you are encouraged to meditate, go within, practice what it is that you know, and get that sense of self-knowledge to shine through the darkness of the challenges that are coming against you, okay? And then I'm also seeing that that will lead to recovery, and not just recovery for yourself, though recovery in regard to what's going on a larger scale in the world. The work that you do within, and how you are freed from the things that cause you to be enraged, or to feel uncertain, or to feel afraid, will not keep you bound, because you are faithful, you are diligent, you are inspiring others, and you're being received well when it's time for that. Okay? So to you, Leo, I say congratulations on this next chapter of your life. I thank you all so much for joining me and allowing me to do this read for you. And I hope that you have an amazing day. I will see you all next time. Bye.